Hello everybody, hope you're doing marvellously well. I'm sitting here with my rather good friend, Mr. Bradley Cook. How are you?
Hi, Warren. Been super.
Good to see you. We had a rather wonderful reception of your breakdown of Everlong.
Cool.
So we decided to come back and do My Hero. Okay, so this is another song, correct me if I'm wrong, which I may well be, probably. This is a song that you started, at which studio was it called again?
Oh, Bear Creek in Woodinville, Washington.
Wow. And then you moved, this is some stuff we talk about off camera, so it's gonna be really cool. You then moved everything down to Grandmaster in Los Angeles on Cahuenga. Mm-hmm. And then how long did you take to track the album? The second version of the album with Dave playing drums?
Like maybe a week or 10 days. Yeah, we had to knock it out really fast. That's why we didn't, like the first time we got fancy with different guitar amps and guitars, and then when we really made the record, it was just, just those rigs, and might have switched guitars for stuff, but there's a lot of turning down clean channel stuff and dirty channel stuff on the same amp. Great. Yeah. But because the guys had spent so long making the record before, well not so long, but they'd spent time making it, now they were focused. Super pre-pro with Gil. And then went and made the record in Washington, and then we made it again. So it was like we knew what we're up to.
Fantastic.
Like Monkey Wrench. I mean, we must have got that done in a day. Right. And then Chris was mixing it the next day.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so, My Hero. What can you tell us about this track?
It's about Kurt Cobain.
Oh, it is? Mm-hmm. Oh, I never knew that.
That's what he told me. Yeah. The cool thing about this is he wanted to do double drums, and it's like, yes, let's do double drums on this. So we had recorded the first set in the cement drum room, and then we moved the double drums to the back parking garage where there was a big stage. Yeah. And we just got a huge sound. It was just such a massive room. When those tom-toms come in, you can just, you can hear that parking garage.
So there's two drum kits?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
No, I do now.
Yeah, and it's no Pro Tools, so it's all on tape, just to tell you how tight he is with himself,
So it's two drum kits?
Yeah. 24 tracks, too. So I must have busted them down to, smaller amount of tracks. Yeah, the second kit was all bust down to like kick, snare, top kit, room or something.
Let's listen to all the drums together. Slip over here and play them.
You can hear stuff flam, but it's cool.
Yeah, so flam.
Toms.
So all of that room on this third one here, this must be the full drum kit's bus to stereo. This is the parking garage.
Yeah, for sure. Jeez. Do you remember that space?
Of course.
Massive.
That's where you used to get, you used to have to get into the, I'd always come around the back on Selma.
The steel roll-up door, and then you go through the big wood doors that stop the sound from pouring out.
And there was the old Bentley or Rolls Royce or whatever was in there.
Bentley, yeah.
Yeah, Bentley.
Yeah.
Which was rumored to be Billy Preston's.
Billy Preston's, that's right.
Yeah, because everybody always had stories about Billy Preston and Ringo Starr partying in the 70s in that studio.
That's right.
And there was a bar upstairs with it's all red velvet and wooden and looked totally 70s kind of, with big crazy stools in it.
Damn ship.
Yeah, it was amazing. So, I always used to go, when I go to Grandmaster, that's how I get in. I get in the back on Selma. So I didn't even know there was a front door till later. I don't think I ever used the front door.
No one uses the front door there.
Yeah. This looks like it's punched. This looks like this punched into the kick.
Is that a bad punch?
Yeah, but it's like there's a double kick on the punching. It's like plop, 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 plop. I mean, you and I can hear that. There's like a slight flam to it because he probably said, "Oh, I want to redo that fill going in" or something like that, and it's like punch in and come out, and now you got like.
No, is that the top? Oh, that's not the top.
It's after the breakdown.
Break. Oh, it's likely we punched at the break. Is that a funky punch?
No, but it's fantastic. I love it. This is amazing. But the thing is, it feels really good because the tape was so much more forgiving on the punches, wasn't it?
4, 5, 6.
Yeah. There was something, I don't know what it is, as the head engages, the tape engages the head, maybe there's just some kind of blurring of edges, but I never had any problem, I don't know about you, punching in vocals on notes and stuff, it always seemed to work.
In the middle of a note?
Yeah, we used to do all kinds of crazy stuff.
God,
Yeah.
try not to do that.
I know, but when you had to, it always worked so much better than Pro Tools.
Well, depending on the machine, Studio 827 is going to be fine. But,
Yeah.
You know.
But trying in Pro Tools, it's like
Ampex something or a Scully, or you can punch in, but you can't punch out type situation, you know.
So do you remember what mics you used on the parking garage drums?
We probably just walked those mics from the drum room into there, and those same mics, and we added a shotgun mic. What
was the shotgun mic? Because you were telling me about this earlier.
Oh, it's a
EV 642.
642. That's right.
And it's a big, ugly looking thing. It's got this
big
bulbous
and chunky
end.
It's super cool though, because that place, how many feet do you think it was from that stage to the wood doors?
It was huge. It was like in the center of Hollywood. It's hard to explain. An indoor parking lot with practically nothing in it except for a car.
At least 100 feet, right?
At least.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have the real estate?
So we had the stage here, and we closed those wooden doors to stop the sound from pouring out the roll of metal door.
Yep.
So we closed the doors and pointed the shotgun mic at the doors. I probably walked it back like 20 feet. So you'd hear all that time for the toms to get here and bounce back.
Right.
And that's where you hear that delay in the room.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really amazing.
It's massive.
And it's just one mono room mic.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the 287s that were in the cement room. Probably just walked way back, maybe midway back.
Yep.
Spaced, and then the shotgun mic pointed at the doors, the wooden doors.
Incredible.
Yeah, you can hear it too.
So 2 drums, kits, played by Dave Grohl, no Pro Tools, all to tape, all performance. Let's listen to it again. That's just freaking rock and roll, isn't it? It's just awesome.
You really don't hear that flam, amongst the track.
No.
It just melts away. You can hear it at the beginning, of course, but...
Let's throw in the bass.
No Pro Tools, folks.
What's so great is the vocals don't come in until there, and that is approximately 34 seconds before we hear a vocal.
32 bars. What?
Yeah,
what is it?
That's just amazing. You can be able to get away with that on radio now. Remember, this was all over the radio when
It still is.
It still is.
Fun when it comes on.
Okay, the bass tone, do you remember? Let's go back over. I know we talked about drum mics and stuff on the other video, but if you haven't watched Everlong, please do. But some people might be discovering this one first. So let's talk again about the drum mics. Okay. It was
super standard textbook stuff.
So 57 top and bottom, I think we went with.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
On the snare.
And then 421s in the toms.
Yeah.
And M582s overhead.
Yeah. The Gefels. Kick was what, a D112?
Oh, it's probably a 421 and a FET outside, 421 side, FET outside. I think I bought the Coles for this record. I probably had the Coles above his head. It was probably like one of those triangle things where it's, space pair for the cymbal, just over each cymbal, and then the homogeneous middle mic above his head. I think I was doing that at that time, yeah.
Right. And then 87's out.
87, okay, so for Everlong and everything else that was done in the cement room, the 87s were in the back. You know what I mean? Like he's facing the space portal portion of that room. Yeah. There's like a weird like geometric effect in the room with silver foil on it to make the room sound good, and we were calling that the space portal. It was like because there's a window you can see in the wood room. So travel to the wood room in there. But the 87s were in the back. But for this one, they're mid big room. Right. Yeah.
The room was pretty big.
Yeah.
It was a decent size. Yeah.
We're talking parking garage or
Well, no, even the live room. It was pretty. It was a pretty good size.
Super live.
Yeah.
Super live.
It's really such a shame that nobody. Well, you can see photos of it, but nobody can go there anymore because it was a fairly inexpensive, huge studio.
$950 a day.
Yeah, and I think when it was
12-hour day.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think I went in there for like $750 a couple of times because we were stuck, and we were like, "We've only got $750." Like, okay. I mean, to get into a world-class studio with a beautiful old Neve in there, pretty amazing.
Yeah, great spaces.
So bass. What do you remember about the bass?
And I don't think we changed setups much on this because we just knocked it out so quickly. So it's that SVT,
Yep.
300 watt, 8x10 cab, and a P bass. Probably a FET 47 on the cab.
And would the initial drums, would they have been tracking live, bass, rhythm guitars?
No, we just built this.
Oh, we built it.
It's completely built.
Oh, and
Whereas the first time we did it, like it was all live band, everyone going at the same
Yeah.
time. But since Dave was doing drums, we just built the tracks.
That's amazing. Isn't that how he said he kind of did his first album? Because he did it all on his own.
did
The
everything,
first one.
yeah.
So he would have had to build it that way. And then another thing I think is important to talk about, because somebody was asking about this on the Everlong video, was that you were saying, there's no Pro Tools, so if you wanted to do drum fixes, you punched in and fixed it.
I thought someone asked a question about edits and stuff, and I thought if we did edits, it was really chunky, just maybe a couple edits per thing. But I was thinking about it.
So you mean like a chorus from one full take, put in
like the outro from one and the whatever intro to first chorus from another one stuff. But I don't think we did any tape editing. We were just punching it. So if we needed a part, we'd just punch in the drums and punch out maybe. I don't know. It's a Studer, so we can do anything. But I think we were just building it where time was such an issue that we were just like knocking it out without cutting tape, I think.
That's amazing.
And maybe Gil would recollect a little better, but I don't think there was time for that kind of stuff.
A week, 10 days to make a record.
Just get the bit. Boom.
Bada boom, bada bing. All right, let's have a listen to some guitars.
I can't say who's Pat and who's Dave. Dark sounding guitars.
Yeah.
It's an artist standard. That tone? Is that a pedal or something? It's crazy hearing by himself. Is that the middle guitar? It's like a clean one.
Yeah.
That's what we had to add after it went off to Chris.
Yeah.
After it went off to Chris, it came back for a middle guitar, and we added that. Dun, 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 dun,
right.
Thumpy guitar.
So what I like about this is like how it's playing unison parts, and then it goes to harmonies, then comes back to unison, goes to harmonies, goes back. It's like really, it almost feels like a classical piece where the parts are in parallel, and then they go off and they do their own thing, and then they come back, and then it's just really interesting to listen to. There's no predictability to it. Like I love the chorus. It's just fantastic guitar. Unison. Still using harmony. Just tasteful. It's just super tasteful. And did Dave work out the parts or was it a collaborative process? How do you remember that from I suppose probably better recollection than the first recording.
Dave went first, Pat went second. I mean, he has all the parts worked out already. I mean, we already did it, so he just worked it out.
It's great.
You know.
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might have been that Dave did the doubles on each side. It sounds super tight. It sounds like Dave left, right, and then Pat's in there. You know.
Right.
I'm not sure who played what. It's been so long.
Sounds fantastic though. And amp-wise, the same amps that we're using on Everlong. So RD Artist for most of it.
Tone Master Boogie.
Yeah.
And then Pat had Kurt's live rig.
Right. And we had a lot of people talking about it. Some people saying that it was like, what did they say? It was like a boogie preamp or something like that. Does that ring a bell?
Oh. Yeah, it was some kind of preamp, and then like a Crown PA, 1,000-watt PA thing.
That's the thing that's crazy.
I guess we're using, it was a mono thing maybe, and we just go into the cab and blowing speakers.
And just blow speakers up.
That sounded really good though.
Yeah, right up to the point that it blew up.
Right, we're blowing a bunch of speakers. Put another one in.
That's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, I'm just going to listen to this other little guitar part here, whatever this is. This is an EBO?
Oh, probably. I mean, what else could that be?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where's that?
In the chorus. I mean, the construction of his guitar parts is just
High notes are
phenomenal.
crazy sounding.
Phenomenal.
Don't the best of them bleed it out, while the rest of them peter out. Truth or consequence, say it aloud.
We're still doubling here.
Use that evidence.
Say again?
Double vocal, right? There?
Yeah, great double vocal, super tight, but without being obnoxiously tight, just perfect.
Use that evidence, race it around.
We're punching this stuff to do doubles.
There goes my hero.
We're making it as we go. No
Watch
editing.
him as he goes. There goes my hero. He's ordinary.
I love this because, I don't know, the first time I ever heard this is, in the 90s, it just sounded like the biggest, most dangerous, most exciting thing ever. And when you break it down, it's because it is super dangerous. It's like hanging on by its fingernails, excitement, But to me, I remember thinking, oh, this is like so like tight. And it is tight because it's live performance.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah.
For tape.
For tape, it's
time, yeah.
pretty damn tight.
I was just thinking, I really learned how to listen from Gil. Like, you're doing vocal doubles as you're going. It's like, you have to make sure it's tight and you got it and you can move on. But, he really taught me how to listen, really, just totally concentrate.
Right.
Listen on the part,
That's incredible.
He's a master.
So to doing the vocal comp, how many vocals would you do before you built a comp?
I don't think we comp things.
You just kind of sang it
We
and
were
fixed
punching it together. And if we were doing comp, it would have been like, I'm sending it through faders and,
Sure.
I used to do it back in the day. So
Yeah.
just sending three faders out the one bus and just you have your kind of decision list and you're just riding the faders and making the part.
Yeah.
But I don't remember any of that. I think we just punched this together and we got it.
Right.
Just because of time and stuff. We can't be like comping vocals and shit.
Yeah.
You're trying to
Oh,
knock this
no.
out in a
Stopping
day.
and comping vocals can take like days.
Yeah, there was none of that what Gil calls backroom boy stuff, where everyone goes and you chip on it for a while, but there's no Pro Tools to do that, and you can't really do it on tape. So yeah, we were just getting it as we were going.
That's amazing.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me at all. It has that energy and that excitement. And again, with the guitar miking, I know we covered this in Everlong, but what was your guitar miking?
5787.
5787. And that's one of Gil's favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're doing your phase trick, which we talked about in the...
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So you've got these capsules super close together, 57 and 87.
Super parallel.
Super parallel.
Yeah.
And presumably still stating cardioid on the 87.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you you flip the polarity, the phase on one of them, and then you balance the volume until you get the most amount of cancellation.
Yeah, wherever that is, and it's not even a visual thing. It's just like wherever it cancels, you can kind of feel it out by listening, and then just pop it back in phase.
Right,
Full positive phase.
Perfect. All right, so we've identified this album has 3 of their biggest songs. I think you said when you were working on Everlong, you felt like this was going to be a big song.
When he was playing it on acoustic guitar, just those cool changes and stuff, it's like, oh man, we got to do that one. You know?
What did you feel about Hero and Monkey Wrench?
Well, Monkey Wrench was like the obvious single pick. But I didn't have a feeling that Hero would be a big one at all.
Oh, I love it. It's such a great song.
But there's like February Stars and all kinds of cool songs on that record.
It's a phenomenal record. Unbelievable record.
Yeah, I'm not really good at guessing what's going to play, but Monkey Wrench seems so obvious, you know?
Yeah.
Rocker.
Yeah,
You know?
amazing. Well, thank you ever so much.
Yeah,
I really
was a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thanks for jogging my memory.
Oh, it's fun. Please leave a bunch of comments and questions below. Bradley did actually answer some other ones on the Everlong video, so feel free to ask some more questions.
Yep.
Great. So have a marvelous time recording and mixing, and we'll see you all again very soon.